So here we are in the living room, sitting on the couch where you normally binge Netflix and eat popcorn and all that kind of stuff. Well, now we're going to use it for working out. So how do you use the couch for working out? It's supposed to be for relaxing. Well, guess what? You can use the couch later when you're worn out from your workout. So you've heard of push-ups, but you can use the couch for elevated push-ups. So in other words, this would be something that you would normally do in the gym using like a weight bench or something like that. But now you can just use your couch and get a good workout in, makes your push-ups that much tougher, and gets you that much more progress. So anyway, it's a favorite body weight workout, and here we go. Okay, so an elevated push-up is basically the same as a regular push-up, but what you're doing is you're putting your feet up on a raised surface. In this case, the couch. Now, you'll notice what I did was I took my shoes off because if your significant other walks in when you're doing this, you might get in a little bit of trouble. So, anyway, so what you'll do is you put your feet up on the couch like so. And I like to put down a pad, in this case a yoga mat, and that's to protect my wrists and also because I don't like putting my hands on the floor. So anyway, what you do is you just go down, make sure you keep your body nice and straight, so that way you're also working your core. Go down so you touch your nose, all the way back up, back down, all the way back up. And if you really want to make it a lot of fun, you pause right in the middle, like that. Pause for about 2 seconds, go all the way down, back up, pause, back up all the way. And what this does is, in addition to your core, it also works your chest or your pecs, and it also works your triceps and your shoulders. So anyway, that's elevated push-ups, and so give it a try. So another thing you can use the couch for is sit-ups or crunches. And there's some debate on whether sit-ups are better or crunches are better or whatever. I prefer crunches because they don't put as much strain on your spine. So what you can do is there's 2 different kind of crunches you can do. You can do just like with the push-ups. You can do regular crunches or you can do pause crunches. And I'll show you both. When I do crunches by myself at the gym, I don't like to have something holding my feet down because that makes me work a little bit harder. But if you prefer to have somebody holding your feet down, the couch is a great alternative. Start off in a prone position like this with your feet tucked underneath the bottom of the couch. And also, as you notice, I'm doing this on a yoga mat. For one thing, because I don't like to lay directly on the floor, but also to protect my tailbone. So anyway, for a regular sit-up, will be all the way up like this, but like I mentioned, some people don't like push-ups, sit-ups all the way because it can put too much strain on your spine. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stick with crunches. So go up about 1/2 to 3/4 of the way and then back down. Now, some people will put their hands behind their head like this. I don't like to. For one thing, it messes up my hair. But another thing is, I've got some really bad neck conditions, and I don't want to put any additional stress on my neck and risk hurting myself even more. And the neck is kind of important. So what I'll do is I just make sure that I keep my hands in this position like this, and again, makes me work a little bit harder. So this is a good regular crunch. And then a pause crunch, like I mentioned, is go up part of the way, pause for about 2 seconds or so, go back up the rest of the way, pause at the top, pause about halfway down, all the way down. And there you go. So another exercise, this is number 3 for one piece of furniture, the couch. What you can do is you can do bench dips. So what you'll do is, these are great for your shoulders and all kinds of different stuff. So what you'll do is just put your hands on the edge of it like this, put your feet all the way out, dip down as far as you can go so your butt hits the ground. Back up to the top. Now, one thing about these is you don't want to do them really fast because they do put a lot of strain on your shoulders. So if you have significant shoulder injuries and things like that, don't do this exercise. But one thing you can do if they're a little bit too hard is bring your feet in. That way you're using less body weight. So that's how you do bench dips on the couch. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video about things that you can do around the house to keep yourself in shape, even if you have zero gym equipment. You'll notice the only piece of equipment that I pulled out was the yoga mat. And that's it. So you really just stuff around your house. Use your imagination. Think outside the box, as they say. So have fun and keep in shape. And even though you're in quarantine, that's no excuse to get fat. No excuse. You can still work out. You can get cardio in. You can get all kinds of different stuff. Now tomorrow, I'm going to show you some stuff that you can do with bands and some other forms of resistance that are either free or cheap. So anyway, talk to you later. And remember, fitness is not just food.